Hi, Twin Flames, and welcome to our Twin Flame Collective reading for this week. This week, we're doing something a bit different, and instead of taking in on the energies of the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, we're instead going to get some guidance from the Divine in order for you to manifest more romance in your life, in your Twin Flame connection. And I have already drawn 3 cards from 3 different decks, and we can just get started. So, our first step, according to the Divine, in order to manifest more romance in your twin flame connection and in your life, is to shift your focus back to love. As the card says, the only thing that is real is love, and that's such an important lesson for the twin flame journey, to always keep focusing on love, not on the lack of love. Something that's extremely important is not to get caught up in what's going on in the physical with your twin flame. Because you're gonna have upsets, you're gonna get triggered, you're gonna fight, like it's a normal relationship. But there's also this underlying layer of spiritual awakening. So, of course, there's gonna be high feelings, whether that's good feelings or bad feelings, that's all normal. But don't mistake the triggering for a lack of love. In fact, the fact that your twin flame is triggering you, they are helping you to heal by making you aware of those places within yourself where you haven't really been loving to yourself. So they're helping you to heal, and it doesn't get any more unconditional love than that. So your first step this Valentine's season to manifest more romance in your life is to really focus on the love of your union instead of the upsets, or instead of the excuses, instead of like the negative feelings. And I don't mean that in the spiritual bypassing way of I'm gonna ignore everything that feels bad and just, be in la la land or something. Not what I'm saying. But instead, in that case, it means to go within your feelings and allow yourself to feel what feels bad and to heal in that space. Maybe you have lack of communication with your twin flame. That's showing you somewhere where you haven't been communicating with yourself, not listening to yourself, to your instincts, to your intuition, because your twin flame is your ultimate mirror. So every negative feeling is just a call for you to focus on deeper love and to love yourself even deeper. So that's the first step to manifest more romance in your life currently. So let's go with the second step. What Spirit thinks you should do next to manifest more romance? And we have past life relationship. You have known each other before. So, this card specifically talks about past life relationships, but in this case, it also talks about like the past with your twin flame. Maybe you had the past where everything was pretty crazy. Maybe there is some resentment here, some lack of forgiveness. So this card is urging you to just let go of the past. If something wrong happened, it doesn't make what happened okay necessarily, depending on what your particular situation is, but forgiving is all about you moving forward without holding on to grudges or resentments. You're still allowed to protect yourself and have boundaries, of course. Again, depending on your particular situation. For some of you, I feel like boundaries are very much necessary, but without carrying the resentment around. There's a way to set boundaries from a place that is loving and feels peaceful, instead of trying to force your twin flame to try to respect you. A much more effective way of doing that is just respecting yourself, holding your own value high, and your twin flame is just gonna mirror that. For some of you, I also get the feeling that it's all about letting go of the past relationships. Maybe you were in a really bad marriage before and you're afraid that your twin flame is going to be all the same. And that's not the case. Your twin flame might trigger some of the old relationship wounds. Maybe your ex-wife or husband, they were not very emotionally available and you're afraid that your twin flame is going to do the same. That's a normal part of the healing process, like the old relationship patterns coming to the light. So that's to be expected. Don't worry about it too much when that happens. Just focus on identifying the wound within you and healing that, and it will go by much faster. Actually, you're going to manifest more harmony and more romance in your relationship. Because as we mentioned, twin flames are each other's ultimate mirror. So of course you're going to have like all the past stuff come up, like whether that's family wounds, your dynamic with your family, like your mother and father might come up in your union, your past relationships, those are going to come up, and that's normal. So, prepare yourself arm yourself with the knowledge and the tools that you need to heal in that space, and it's going to be all right. And if you aren't sure where to start with doing the inner work to manifest harmonious union, then check out the description of this video for some really nice links to some really useful resources. And finally, let's see what your third and final step is to manifest more romance in your life according to spirit. Here's the art for the card, and it's really beautiful, very harmonious. It feels like a divine mother and divine child, like God's love for us, the divine's love for us. It's so deep and profound, and it's safe to trust that. So the card reads, "My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we're always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing." So this is not so much as a step that you can take. Instead, it feels more like a reminder that your twin flame connection, it transcends space and time. It's not about, coming together within the next year. It's something much deeper than that. It's a journey of you uniting with all of yourself, with all of your highest potential, essentially. That's no light undertaking. And of course, it doesn't have to take lifetimes, but it's not something that you can necessarily do in like a week's time. Most don't, and that is totally okay. So for those of you who are physically apart from your twin flame, this is confirmation that that's not important right now. It's okay if you're experiencing separation, but at the same time, you want to always keep working towards healing that. You don't want to stay stuck in it for longer than necessary because it feels bad. At the same time, being in separation is no excuse to be feeling guilty or punishing yourself or whatever. Yeah, just keep moving forward and keep healing and keep working on the solution instead of focusing too much on the problem. We got that on the first card, focus on love instead. And also, nothing is missing is a great reminder that you don't miss anything right now. You're whole, you're complete, you're divine, and there's always a way to keep moving forward. Sometimes that way is just more inner work, and that is totally okay. You're whole and complete right now, and you are already in union. It's just a matter of you grounding this realization into your physical reality, and that's how you manifest it in the physical also. So these are the next steps that you can take to manifest more romance in your union and in your life this Valentine's season. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.